Okay, this is part two. No, so let's talk about crowdfunding. I mean, I think it's the neatest thing that happened in our country, probably since the invention of the government grants. And actually, they're now giving more money in some categories to people out there than government grants. Like if you're an artist, you get more grant money from crowdfunding, which is free money, than the government gives out to artists. So there's things like that. It's $30, $40 billion already. I think it's growing exponentially. And see, what's great about it, there's no income requirements, there's no big forms to fill out. You keep the money forever. There's no credit checks. It's incredible. No fat cats deciding. It's the crowds, it's the people on the internet, and it costs you nothing to try. So that's why take a look at this and look all over the way what I put down on here, because it shows you what really is good, and they are, easy to do. I mean, it's not easy to be successful. That doesn't matter. I mean, and look at the videos I have of people who had other jobs. They did this part-time, put it on, was able to change their whole career. And you get it right from the horse's mouth. The biggest thing about crowdfunding, before this, you have to have an idea, find money to get the idea, and then build the idea, then go out and get a customer, and maybe the customer will buy it. See, there's a twofer. This does it twice. You think of the idea, put it on the internet, you get the customers, you get the money all at once, so now you know it's good. And you don't have to worry. If it's not bad, you try another one. And you don't have to go through the money of making a sale to an investor, and then making a sale to a customer and hoping that works. And this way you get the money from the sale. So it's a wonderful idea. Look around. Look at all the examples I have here of it, how you could use it for anything in life. You got to pay a bill, or a housing bill, or you want to go to school, or the people using it for everything. I mean, it's just phenomenal. And what I'm also suggesting too, that you could fail. And it's a great place to fail, because other things come from crowdfunding. So like if you have a little coffee shop or something like that, and want to get a new espresso machine, well, you can do it on crowdfunding and say, I need raising 10 grand for my espresso machine, and fail. But that gives you an excuse to go to customers or potential customers and ask them to be, to help you with your business, so you're educating about their business, then they become part of the business, then you're able to have more people that are your marketing people, because they feel they own part of you. I mean, it's just a win-win, and it's cheap. It's the easiest, cheapest way. And see, other things come. Other things come from that. So if you're selling something, you want to sell something, man, distributors see this and, oh yeah, I didn't know you sold that. I'll take 1,000. And things like that. The media, you have something to talk to the press about, because the press want to know about something. Oh, you have a coffee shop, big deal. That's a dime a dozen. But no, you have a coffee shop doing a fundraiser, on Kickstarter or on crowdfunding. Now you become an item. And see, the other thing here, look at this thing I have here, number 14, about crowdfunding failure. I show you for $15, you could have the whole thing done and not have to know a thing about it. That's all you need is $15, and you throw it up there and see what happens. So what if you fail? Then you learn how to market, you learn everything. And that's the best way to learn. You can't learn playing football by sitting in a classroom, right? Got to get your butt on the field and get a hit sometime. So that's, I think, very important in our society now. Crowdfunding at any stage of the game. Go back. You have nothing to lose. Even Obama used crowdfunding. He was trying to get money for the refugees, and he couldn't get it from Capitol Hill because they wouldn't do anything for him. So he went in crowdfunding, got $1 million. Everybody's doing it. So learn about that. There's a crowdfunding. I give you a list how to choose the best site. I have them all there. I have videos. See, I mean, you have probably, I don't know, 50 or 100 videos in this report too, to keep getting educated and everything. Here, if you're a rock and roll band, if you're a sports enthusiast, I mean, there's special crowdfundings for all kinds of things. Crowdfunding just for loans for businesses and everything. So I help you through it, and I testimonials of people who've done it too. So there's one other thing I want to cover too with you is how to start up a store. Oh, by the way, here's a crowdfunding thing. You can now raise money like Wall Street. Until just like 6, 8 months ago, if you had a small business, it would cost you a couple $100,000 to be publicly held company. Now you can do for a small fraction, a couple $1,000s or more, and have people invest like $100 in your company or whatever, and all be investors. And so it's made it very easy. There's a couple of websites that do this. If you're interested in this, that's what it is. It's investments. Indiegogo is one of them. Micro Ventures, they're hooked up with this. So now anybody could be the next Facebook, but more importantly, you could invest in the next Facebook. And see, what they had now is only inside people could invest in all these things. So they're putting it on the web for anybody. And so that's why things are really changing a lot on investments and everything. Oh, let's see. Okay, now how to find a product and sell it on the internet for free. And I also got $10,000 a month in free marketing here. So read that section, because if you don't know business yet, this is, if you have an idea to sell anything. See, before, if you wanted a store when I grew up, you need $500,000 in today's dollars to do that, or $250,000 or whatever it is. Now for 20 cents you have a store, because on the internet. I mean, like even what Trump said, he's creating jobs. You know, when he had all these jobs, 500 here, 1,000 here, whatever. But for the internet, he brags about how he's creating 1 million jobs, and that's people. It's not really jobs; it's people starting businesses on the internet, because normal shopping is going out of business. I mean, shopping center. I mean, they're not going to go away by Tuesday or anything like that. They'll slowly just keep shrinking, because more people buy online. Because here's what's going on. Like even Amazon said they're hiring 100,000 people just to help deliver stuff. But it's going to be from people like you, start little businesses on the internet, put it on Amazon. Oh, that costs nothing to do. You realize that? It costs nothing to do. And Amazon, and Alibaba, they see this as a boom coming. This is because we're having robots deliver the packages and everything. But they have to have entrepreneurs like you or me or whatever to be on the internet with the products and the services or whatever that sell it. And that's it. It is nothing. And I show you, if you don't have a product, I show you how to help design a product or come up with an idea product. Again, just try something. It doesn't matter. So you like baseball. Okay, you're going to sell baseball cards or something. I dream up something. It doesn't matter. I mean, we all look for perfection. It has to be perfect. No, look around the house. How much perfect stuff you got? None of us buy perfect. You can't afford it. So it's your idea. It's just to learn the system. Now here I have 28 people who've done that. These are people I've interviewed, and they had nothing. One lady was working, night shift at Walmart or something, and did this during the day and was able to, just create a whole new life and career for them from absolutely no money. I mean, one make jewelry, and they went on the internet on YouTube and learned how to make jewelry, and then they started making it and selling it on the internet. Right, YouTube videos, learning it. Actually, I just read an article the other day. I'm going to hopefully interview it, or at least do a video on it. This lady who wanted to buy a house for her kids, she got a bunch of kids. It was too expensive. So she went on the internet and learned everything she knew about her and her 2 older kids, learned everything they needed to know to build their own house from internet videos on YouTube. So now this is what our life's coming to. It's all there. So anything you want to do. The limit is just your imagination. And you're not positive what it is. So don't try to think of, the perfect business. Just grab the best you got in front of you. Package it somehow. Go to the small business development center. Help them through the process. I show you there, if it's the internet, how to get help for $5 just to get it on the internet and start doing it, and just dreaming up ways to try to market it. Do it for free, and if it doesn't work, you try something else. Don't spend money doing it. Because if you do that, you'll be out of money before you figure it out. So you keep doing it for free ways to do it. And that's why if you go to these meetups, you find other people who dream up free ways to do things. And that's the way to do that. So I got a lot of stuff here for you. Sorry I babble so much. I got a bunch of little businesses here you should go through, a few new business ideas you never thought about. I mean, you just need a picture of something, and there's a platform that will take that picture, make the t-shirt, sell them for you and everything, and you get your money. Everything. You want to get in the new marijuana business? I'll show you how to do that, because a bunch of states, I forget if Georgia is one of the new states or not, but actually the people of the marijuana, they say that more people voted for marijuana than they did for either of the candidates in the presidential elections. Other ways to make money, having people over for dinner, if you have backyards or nothing you're not using, people will rent that. They don't even know. There's so many ways. And I show you about a dozen or so like that. You can make extra money on the internet doing that. And I got another report, in Free Money to Live On, that just concentrates about 100 sources like that. But to start learning about these alternative sources, you like pets. You're going to have some in your house make up to $30,000, $40,000 just when people go away, because you're better, and cheaper than having one of these professional kennels. And that's a big business, particularly in the cities. Maybe out there it's different. But it is. And then here I have something about how to get justice. I mean, to me, we live in the biggest democracy in the world. Most of us think they have to hire a high-priced lawyer to get justice, but you don't. You got to know how to use the system. And that's what I show you here. So as an entrepreneur, that's what I mean. I don't know what works. You don't know what works. Anybody's going to charge you $10,000. They still don't know what works. So take your heart and see what's in there and just keep trying it. That's all. Just pick your butt up and try it again. But just don't spend money.